Hello. A few weeks ago, the Winter Olympics, it ended about, I think, 2 weeks ago. Miss Alysa Liu from the United States took gold, gold medal for women's figure skating. And I have always been a fan of the Olympics. I'm mostly a summer Olympics girl because I love my Miss Simone Biles. This one I was kind of like, because one, Alysa Liu's from where I'm from. She's from the 559. She's from the Bay Area, but I think she grew up in Clovis, something like that. I don't know. So that's where I was like, okay, this girl's sick. She's from my area. I was like, this girl's fire. And then she kept popping up on my Instagram. And the things that she was saying about her sport, it really, really connected with me. Like, really did. A lot of her mindset is how success isn't defined by winning. That's basically what her whole, mentality is and what I'm taking from it. It doesn't matter. Success doesn't matter in what you're passionate about. Because as long as you have that passion, you're successful at it already. Winning isn't everything, losing isn't everything, because again, when you have that passion, none of it matters. And watching Alyssa skate, you can tell she did, there wasn't a single nervous, panic bone in that girl's body. You just felt the passion literally radiating off of her, and it really, as a former athlete, holy cow. Did a little healing inside me for her to hear just say those words, that winning isn't everything. And just to hear her say that she loves to struggle, struggling makes her alive. Wow. So her story really inspired me, and her win inspired me just to talk about not only the Olympics or figure skating or the torture of sports. I just wanted to talk about her story and how it's just so motivating, and along comparing her stories to other Olympic medalists and their Olympic athletes from this year's last runs or whatever. How you just need someone like her, especially in the time where obsession over how you look, obsession over being cringe or being nonchalant, obsession how important to have someone like her just break those dumbass boundaries that are for some reason popular right now. Alyssa Liu, Olympic gold medalist. One thing that I've noticed that I've seen is that she just really preaches the idea of passion rather than just winning and losing. The passion for your sport, the passion for your hobby, the passion for your craft. It doesn't matter what you get out of it, what you accomplish, because it doesn't even matter if you're good at it. Because when you have that passion, that is the one thing you need. You shouldn't need anything else, because as long as you're having fun and you genuinely love it, literally what else matters? What do you have to lose? You're unstoppable at that point. And to just say how important it is to see an athlete, a woman, say those words that winning isn't all that and neither is losing. As someone who was an athlete, I used to play softball competitively. I used to play travel ball softball. So yeah, competitive softball my entire life. I stopped probably my senior year, I think, of high school because I was a burnout athlete. I lost all my passion. All of it was gone. I think I really did love it. I loved spending time with my friends on the softball team, but really I can't remember any good things about me playing softball at all. Just because of how negative the experience was. I started when I was probably 8 years old, and I stopped when I was 18, so about 10 years of my life. And it was just I was such a young girl. Okay, I cared so much about how I was either bad or good at it. I cared so much about being great at the sport that I didn't enjoy it. Or at least I didn't find. I didn't even think I could enjoy it because I needed to be great. I had to be great or nothing, especially in high school, which really sucks to have that mentality because I was good at it. I was good at it. I wasn't bad. Not that it doesn't matter. But I thought just because I was good, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough for me. I had to be great. I had to be the best. And it's not a healthy mindset. It's not. I had no passion. My passion for it completely went away by high school, and I kept playing it, and that was the mistake. I should have known to take a break earlier. I should have calmed down at least, or at least tried to fix my brain to see myself and be like, girl, you're 16 years old. you're gonna be fine. Like, seriously, you don't need to, like, especially coming from such a small school where the team already wasn't good. And a lot of those girls didn't play travel ball. And I was the only one that did, so I felt like it's so fucking stupid. I feel like I had to be great. But I had to be great to, like, support that team to make them, like, grow. Because also, a young athlete, softball, no one fucking cared about softball. And that really hurt because I did love it. And I loved people to watch the sport, and I loved to win. That's the end of the story. And going from competitive softball, travel ball, if you played, I was on a good team, we won a lot. And then going to a small team in high school in the middle of the mountains, girl, we wouldn't win at all. Which again, is fine, but that was my problem. I wanted to win. And going from travel ball to a small high school team, girl, we barely won. And that shit really excited because then when we wouldn't win, it felt like it was my fault. Which, hello, it's not. Carly, this is a team sport. Like, you could just mentally, I was not where I should have been. I was a 16-year-old girl thinking that softball was going to be the only thing in my life, and that if I wasn't great at it, what was the point? You know what I'm saying? Like, but high school, I lost all the passion. I was just completely blindsided, like tunnel vision on winning and nothing else. I had little to no joy in it at all. Like, looking back on it, I don't remember a single happy thing that happened from when I was 10 years old playing softball to now. I remember every practice I would cry and sobbing just because I was not good enough for myself. I was not good enough. I feel like I wasn't good enough for coaches. I feel like I wasn't good enough for my teammates, and that shit sucks. That sucks. That's the start of just playing to win, not for the love of the game, not for your passion. You're literally playing. You're getting on that field. Of course, you could want to win, but you also need to love it. You can't just play it and just have tunnel vision on success. It's not gonna work in the long run. It really is not gonna work. It's gonna kill you. It will literally kill you, and it will destroy your, like, passion and your success in your heart. But I didn't know that. I didn't know that until I quit senior year. I quit softball. I didn't go to my team. I didn't play travel ball. I quit travel ball my freshman year, but I continued playing high school softball, and then I tried again my junior year, thinking, like, maybe this will get me out of this rut. Maybe I'll like it again. Maybe I'll go to college and play. Oh my god, did that make it worse? Oh wow, going back to travel ball when I hated it made it so much fucking worse. In fact, you know what it did when I went back to that travel ball? Girl, every feeling that I ever felt while playing in that travel ball sense, oh my god, it made my brain worse. Oh, because after that year, I didn't play softball my senior year. Wow, it made me so much worse because still at that point, I wasn't playing. No matter how many times I told myself, oh, I'm, like, trying to like it again. I'm gonna do travel ball and I'm gonna, like, get my passion back. I'm gonna, like, love it again. No, no. You didn't want that. You wanted to get better so you could win. I know myself. I know myself. And even on that travel ball team, poor little me, bro. The gist of the story is, for me, is that I just lost track of everything. My heart was not in it. Girl, her heart's not in it. I was not in it. Especially my junior year, I went through a really rough time, like, family stuff, mentally, and my coaches were not help either. My coaches were not help either. They were not helping this case at all, okay? They were not the best. They were actually the worst, I'll say it. High school coaches will make or break your career, and they broke it along with myself. Like, seriously. One of the specific times where I knew I was really done with it was when I was, like, this is also a case of overworking, guys. When you're continuously playing a sport that you don't like and you're not taking breaks, we'll get into that later, and you're not taking the breaks you need to heal, physically, girl, you're gonna fucking hurt. I couldn't even throw, I was an outfielder. I couldn't throw a ball to third base because my arm would literally feel like it fell off. And I'm not being joking. The pain and sensation that I would feel throughout here, all the way down to here, I couldn't feel my arm at all after I threw. I would, like, it would fall, like, I would have to hold it because I feel like it fell off. I'm not kidding. And I would tell my coaches this, and they would go, just put some icy hot on it. Yeah, that helped. but I still can't. When I feel my arm, now it feels cold when I throw. Like, I was telling them that, and I told them one practice, like, hey, I cannot come today. If I throw a ball, my arm is gonna, like, I feel like it's gonna break. I'm gonna go home and ice my arm. I cannot come to practice right now. And they told me, okay, fine, whatever. I go in there the next game. Obviously, I'm not playing. Duh. If anyone plays sports, you're gonna miss practice. You're not gonna play. I think I sat out for like 2 innings, maybe even the whole game. I don't really remember. Fine, I don't fucking care. And then at the meeting after the game, we lost, obviously, because we were a bad team. Who gives a... Okay, we lost the game. You know what my coaches told me? They said, if you went to practice, we would have won this game. You're why we lost. Guys, I'm not kidding. They blamed that loss on me. And normally, you know, I'd be like, whatever. But at this point, they blamed that loss on me, and that's when I kind of knew, wow, yeah, this is over for me. Yeah, we're not getting back from this. I knew from then, you know what, what's done is done. They really dug the nail in hard, you know? You don't blame a loss on a teenage girl. You shouldn't have the weight of a team on your shoulders as a 17-year-old. No matter how good that athlete is, if I was the GOAT at softball, you better not put that fucking team on my back. You don't do that to a little kid, to a kid. It's just not right. It's just, again, you're just eliminating the passion from their minds, the passion that they had for this sport, and that you want them to have. You want them to love the sport. You want them to enjoy coming to practice every day. And you're saying that we lost the game because you didn't show up to practice? Hello? Make it make sense. That's not how it works. In fact, that's how you break an athlete. That's how you break a kid. You don't do that to people. That's my experience as an athlete. Going back to the pressure of just everyone riding on you. That's what it feels like. The pressure, like your Atlas holding that sky up, holding the world up. Ilia Malinin is a figure skater for the U.S. Olympic team this year. I think it was in the men's free skate, men's free skate, whatever. He such a strong athlete and skater. I think he went like every match. Is that what they call it? Every match they skate on. I don't think he lost once. His one loss was the Olympics. I think he placed 8th place because he missed some of his jumps. That boy, let me say that for you again, has not lost a match. The first one that he lost was the Olympics. Most people like me, girl, you've lost one game. Who gives a fuck? You're still the GOAT. Like, what? But girl, when he missed those jumps, you would think that he, like, shot a puppy. The reaction of the media. Like, really? And even before that, it's just, when he stepped onto that rink, you could feel the pressure that he felt. And the end of his skate was the worst of who could convey emotion. And just skate so beautifully, get off that rink like he accomplished nothing. The Olympics is the biggest sports thing in history, and the fact that you made it there in the first place is a success in itself. And just the way that people just reacted to his loss. Guys, he's not saving the world. He's just doing the sport that he loves. Like, I know that y'all want America to win, but these athletes are humans. They have feelings. Pressure from that media, from TikTok, from Instagram, from the news, from the press, from the interviews, from everything of him being the quad god, him being the god of skating. Y'all gotta chill. Like, just that pressure, that popularity, the cameras, the flashes, those led to his downfall, led to the downfall of his skating. You could see it on the face. You could feel it right when he stepped on that rink. You could feel it in the first jump when he missed that jump. It was just crazy. But the way he brought himself back up was just stronger than he ever was before. He skated at the Olympic Gala, and I watched that skate. Oh my god! If you guys have any media literacy, the emotions that conveyed. If you don't know, Ilia, he does the backflips. He's a backflip little guy. He loves flipping around. And there's a part in the skate, it's an NF song, and there's a part of it where it goes, is this what you wanted? And in that, he does a backflip. And if you is this what you wanted? He does his little backflip. He's basically telling you, is this what you wanted for me to do a backflip and win the medal? People can have rough days. Athletes can have rough days, but you will not let them, because all you people see is success and winning. There's no second nature. You can have a bad day, and the people are like, yeah, he won every match, but he lost in his most important one. Girl, you're on your bed eating a bag of chips. His program and the Olympic Gala, it just showed his strengths, and it shows that it's also a great thing, because you could tell that he loved it. That's what I need to see. I don't want to see an athlete fall and like lose their passion, especially for something as beautiful as figure skating. You can tell that he was having fun doing it. It's called that he loved it. He looked like the weight of the world was off of his shoulders. Looked like his mind was clear. Going from him losing and then coming back with a stronger Olympic Gala performance, we will be talking about Alexandra Trusova from Russia, the 2022 Olympics. Now, she landed 5 quads. She wanted to land 5 quads. She landed 5 quads. She landed those 5 quads. Made history. Made history. She became a great, basically. But she won silver in the Olympics. Again, to any normal person, girl, silver! Oh, yeah! To that little girl. To her, she really portrayed the great or nothing mentality. Silver, you're losing. Gold, you won. Literally anything under, you lost. Was that to her? There's an interview of her being like, what can I say? I won silver. But her making 5 quads still wasn't enough to win the Olympics, just because not really diving into like the whole thing of figure skating. She just didn't have good artistry. Again, who gives a fuck? She landed 5 quads. Sick as fuck. She still got second in the Olympics. Fire as fuck. But again, to her, that wasn't enough. But it's not only from her. It's from the coaches, from the politics, especially involving Russian figure skaters, and just the whole different thing, Russia and figure skaters. It actually scares me. I don't want to talk about it. But her case is a very, you could just see it when she was skating that she needed to win. You could feel it in her bones. In fact, after she made that 5th quad, she looked happier. Sure, it could have been out of happiness that she landed the 5 quads. When I took it, relief that it was fucking over. And now she could skate on what she loved. But that skate, she landed 5 quads. Before those 5 quads, she looked stiff and scared. That she had literally the weight of the world under her shoulders. That if she didn't win, she lost everything. And that's what it was to her. She didn't win the medal, and she looked like she lost everything. She did lose everything to her. That's what it felt like to her. You've probably seen the videos of her crying and sobbing. And again, let's chill. She wasn't having a temper tantrum. We're not gonna diss an athlete for crying after they just lost something they've worked their entire lives for. Okay? She worked her entire life to possibly win that medal, and she lost it. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be hard on herself. It's okay to feel disappointed. It's okay to let those emotions out. It's okay. But she took the silver home. To her, it was losing. It really does go into the great or nothing mentality of athletes that some athletes have. I had that mentality. If I'm not great, I'm literally nothing. She had that mentality. Obviously, if I'm not great, I'm nothing. Ilia probably had that mentality. If he doesn't win this gold, if he doesn't land those fucking backflips, if he doesn't land those quads, he was nothing. But Alysa Liu is a great example of the opposite. That girl does not give a fuck about winning or losing. She did not give a fuck about that podium. Back to the podium. She didn't care about the podium. She just wanted to go to the Olympics to skate. I think one of the biggest things that really spoke to me about her was the emphasis on the need to take breaks. There's a video of her, I think in 2019, maybe a little younger, of her, I think, winning a national title. And that video, she is sobbing. Not like a happy sob. I'll put it. It's sobbing, hysterically crying.
Feat here in Detroit, and history made at the U.S. National Championship.
And that, to me, didn't feel like happiness. As an athlete girl, I know that's screaming, I know that's crying, that probably felt like relief. That again, oh God, I won. Oh my God, thank God I won. Because if I lost, that's what it felt like. again to Alexandra Trusova, her crying, fuck, I lost. What do I do now? I have nothing else. I think that if she lost that medal, girl, that's what it feels like to me. But the fact that she came out of her break, of her retirement, and healed from just the, like, whatever she experienced during her skating, whatever she experienced during her sport, whatever hurt her, she healed from it. And she took enough time to come back and win it all on her own terms. Just by human nature and self, like, perseverance is inspiring in itself. Being able to come back, heal from something, come back on your own terms, and win it all, girl, you're the GOAT. But her program really just radiated happiness, like passion. It was like butterflies. It was like something beautiful. She was like literally flying on that ice. What I can literally describe her as she got her wings, she found her wings again. They grew out from her after her break. She sprouted some beautiful wings like Icarus, but unlike him, she knows when to slow down. She knows when to come back down. She knows when to take breaks. She knows when to relax. She finds strength in being like present, in happiness, and she doesn't rely on winning. I just think she really does inspire a lot of athletes everywhere. Athletes and even non-athletes, just people that are just everyday, normal, ordinary people. They're just like waking up and going to work and going back to bed. Just everyone. I think she really does inspire everyone that it doesn't matter what you're doing or if you're good at it at all. As long as you're happy with what you're doing, as long as you're smiling, that's all you need. That's all you need. You don't have to be like her and take home that gold medal, girl. You could be doing something like coloring, and you could just love it. And you could be coloring outside those fucking lines, and it does not matter, because you have that passion. I think in the dawn of just nonchalance, of perfection, of cringe, like, we just needed something to just, like, eliminate all that. Because it sucks. It really does suck to have to feel like you have to be great or perfect at something when you don't. And I think that's why I, like, really connected with her and everything she said a lot, because I remember countless days of me just sobbing in the dugouts or in the outfield because I thought I sucked. And I thought that I literally was just disappointing everyone. Just as like a 10-year-old, as like a 12-year-old, you shouldn't be feeling like that. You shouldn't. I don't want any little girl to feel like that, because it sucks. It really does suck. And looking back on it now, I just really wish that I knew this. That I could hear her just say the words. Or if someone would have told me that literally winning isn't all that. If someone would have told me that struggling makes you feel alive. Even just hearing those words. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, y'all just don't get it. Y'all just don't get it. But it really sucks, because no little girl should have to feel like that. No little girl should be in anywhere crying and sobbing that she isn't enough. That she's not. That she sucks at something that she loves. That she thought she loved. You know? Those times of me sobbing in dugouts, sobbing in outfield, sobbing in my parents' car on the way home from the game or practice. You shouldn't be feeling like that as a little kid, okay? And it really sucks that I did. And I hope that no other little girls are feeling like that. And I wish that I had someone like her to look up to and to hear those words. And I'm glad now that girls my age back then do. They can look up to her and hear her say those words. And I hope that it really does. Oh my god, bruh. I hope it really does. I hope it really does help them, and like, I just hope they don't feel like that. That's really, really a hope for this next generation, or even for anyone now. Even like me, girl, I'm fucking sobbing. I'm a fucking 20-year-old girl. I'm like the same age as her, and I'm like, damn, girl. It really is inspiring, and I'm glad that she is just preaching about that stuff. It's really important. my advice to any, like, y'all give a fuck, my advice to those athletes that are watching this YouTube video, to any athletes that are watching, if you're I don't fucking know, to any athletes that feel like they're, like, in a sport and that they're not doing enough for it, let it all go. Let it go. Really. Let it go. Let it all go and just know you don't have to be great, okay? You don't have to be good. You don't have to be good because it doesn't matter. I promise you, it does not matter, okay? Because when you find the strength to just take a break or just to, that's strength in itself, to just want to take a break. That's like the biggest strength of all, to know your limits. Okay, there's nothing, you have nothing to lose when you take a break. You have nothing to lose at all, okay? Let it all go, okay? Because it doesn't matter. It really does not matter at the end of the day, okay? It does not. Please do not get burnt out by something you love. Again, the Icarus mentality, the Icarus story. Do not finally grow your wings and literally fly to the sun, okay? Do not. Keep those wings and keep soaring, girl. Keep flying straight, okay? Don't go up until you can't go up anymore, okay? Because that is not how life works. Do not burn yourself out. Do not literally crash into that sun. Keep those wings and keep soaring, okay? Keep soaring, my little birds, okay? Be like Alysa Lou. She got those wings, but she knows when to fly back down, okay? Alysa Lou's ignited the fire and the flame of passion within retired athletes. The fuck? Hello? Ignited the candle and the flame inside many people's just hearts and bodies of their old passions, maybe their retired passions, their retired sports, their retired crafts, retired hobbies. And she shows that it's okay to start again. It's okay to start again. Just do what you love. Just do what you love in the end of the day. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters at the end of the day. Nothing. At the end of the day, it's literally night. At the end of the day, it's just you and your soul, and that's all that matters. It's just you and what you love. And as long as you are doing that, girl, you're already winning. What? You won a medal. Like, what? I just feel so connected to Alysa Lou and her story and everything that she's... My fucking phone is falling. Everything that she's just been talking about. It's really connected to me and my inner child, actually. I think that's the point of it. I think that's what's helped me. It's healed my little inner child, the little Carly that was sitting in left field, turning around to the fence, laying on a quick sob so no one would see me. And then going back to the game and acting like it was okay. It really just, I think, healed me. And I hope it healed you guys too. I hope you guys know why I fucking love this girl. Or why she's literally the GOAT. Okay. Goodbye.